Oh, shut up! I've got a random amplifier. Shh! I've got a random amplifier. It's going a bit funky. But hello, how's it going? So yeah, I thought I should. I was just gonna like. Yesterday I was doing a lot of cleaning up and writing music. Today, not feeling so musicy, and I should start on the Game Boy machine, but there's a lot of work ahead. So I figured I should just get into it with like something a little simpler, which is this thing. Have you seen it before? You might even have one. I've got a couple of ideas of what I want to do with it. There's one modification that I really want to do that I know I'm not going to be able to do today, and we'll talk about that later. But let's have a look at this thing. So yeah, check it out. Is anybody here? I'm just going to say hello. If you're watching, you can comment and stuff. I'll reply, all that stuff. Hopefully there's a bit of hopefully the stream is going to be okay. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. I'm just trying to remove this. Ah, that's better. Okay. Anyway, back to the my right hand. I've got an itchy head. As you can see, it's a bit cold. Got the hat on. But yeah, this is like the Copicat. I've actually got two. I set on Bid Sniper to bid on them, and I forgot, and I ended up winning two. Which is good, which is a blessing in disguise, even though I ended up spending more money than I wanted to, because these were about 130 quid each, 130 pounds each, and it's pretty cool. Oh, that's why I don't think this one's going to work. Sounds a bit bust. Anyway, back to this one. So this one's definitely going to work. I'm going to do some modifications on it right now. So yeah, why is it not playing out? So it's like a normal thing, and then you just it's got three different heads. Head 1, head 2. Mix them all together. But yeah, you get some pretty funky rhythms from playing around with these different tape heads, which are a different distance away from this one, which is the recording head. So they record at different times, they play at different times away from this one. This one here is the erase head, and one of the modifications I'm going to do is I'm going to bypass these two, so you can have a switch to turn these on and off. Why would you bother with that? Well, it's pretty interesting. I'll just show you. So like, I'm just gonna get this screwdriver. I'm gonna stop the record head. I mean the erase head from erasing the signal like this. So I turn it down. It just ends up being a looper then. And I can add bits into it. Like, what's that? But yeah, as you can see, it kind of turns into a looper. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove, I'm going to put a switch here that bypasses this one and this one. So you flick that, it bypasses the arrays. You flick that, it bypasses the playhead. There's a couple of other things like these jacks on the end of, so they don't, it doesn't actually have an output jack. It's just got random wires hanging off for guitarists. So I'm going to put 2 jacks here. One of them is going to be a just the output, the normal output, and then there's going to be another one which is like wet and dry, because this one doesn't have wet and dry, so you can't completely have just the wet or just the dried signal. So it's going to be like, yeah, wet and normal. But there'll be a twiddly knob. I might put the knob here because there's not much space anywhere else. You'll see like there's the power supply up there. So this will be the wet dry knob maybe. I don't know where to put it, but I have a feeling it's going to be there, which is might be interesting. I might put it around the side. I don't know. But anyway, like let's turn it off. Turn it off. Let it run down. The thing about this motor is that, as you can see, wait for it. See this white line? Slowing down. Slowing down. Yeah. To get a nice even spin on this tape machine, there's a massive flywheel on the back, on the end of this motor. So it's got a counterweight that keeps the spinning quite fluid and stops the pitch from going up and down and stuff. With the with the mains power or something, for instance. So we'll turn it around. By the way, I still have no clue what I'm doing, so don't treat this as a educational experience, because I'm still no electrician by no means. I ain't got a clue. But like, look. So there's so this is the motor right here. Still got the mains on, but oh well. Everybody's been buzzed by mains before, no biggie. But so this is the motor here. If you can see, there's like a big. It's really heavy, basically. The big spinny bit, which is this big metal bit in the inside, is just really heavy. So yeah, okay, getting back to this. So like, what I'm gonna do. So this is the bottom. That's the top. If you look at the top, I can't really put any switches here because there's a massive space right at the top here. This is right behind the logo, but it's behind the logo. Why do you want to? You don't want to put a whole. You don't want to go through the lovely logo. Plus it's right next to that big buzzing 220 volt motor and the power supply, which is just over here. You don't really want to have the audio coming out next to 240 volts. You might get some buzzing and stuff, so maybe not. But what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put it, even though I say that I don't want it next to the mains, I'm going to put it next to the mains light indicator, which is pretty much the same. I mean, I could just put them below the inputs. Actually, that might work better. One sec. If anybody's got any ideas, please comment and tell me where I should put this, but I either put it there or put it here. I don't know. Outputs, should I put them there or should I put them there? Or I could put them in there, actually. No, I can't really put them there. So yeah, there's a couple of modifications I'm going to do. I'm just going to go until I get bored. I'll probably only going to be an hour on this today because I realise I've left it quite late and I'm still got some work to do later. So, right, first thing, I'm going to scratch my head. I'm going to work out. I'm going to take off the tape. Woo! Bye tape. I've got loads of those. I'm going to work out where I want to put the holes for the switches for these two things. So these are literally just going to be on-off switches that bypass the record head and the play head. I mean, these are a bit gammy. I could take them off and give them a clean, but that's not my style. I don't clean things. That's just not right. I've just realised the tape's not on, and I might just I might make a boo-boo, so I'm just going to make sure that I don't make a boo-boo. I like the dust. I like the dirt, the grit and the muck. It's nice. It adds to the machine's, you know, history. So I think I'm going to put it. I'm going to have it going up here and make it look like nice. So I'm going to have one there. This is going to be. No, I'm not. It's going to be there, and this one's going to be. No, a bit up. Yeah, I think that's about right. And these will turn them on and off. The thing is, I could turn these on and off as well. No, because there's something happening later with these. I'll show you. I'm thinking I might put trigger inputs to these if I could find it. The problem is there's not much actual space on to fit jacks, but I kind of like the idea of adding relays to these to automatically turn them on and off. Because I'll show you in a minute why I think that's nice. So I'm gonna draw some holes here. Wait, Sam, aren't you gonna unplug it from the mains? Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should unplug it from the mains now. So yeah, I'm just gonna double check that that's actually not gonna interfere. No, if I don't, I just don't want to drill a hole and then realise, oopsie daisy, I've completely ruined it. I'm just gonna pull this that way for a moment. Drill down. Yeah, and then literally there's these two wires. If you can see, these two wires are just coming from those two tape heads, and all I'm going to do is going to snip them. I'm going to cut them. And I'm just going to make them so that you can turn them on and off. Simple as that. I really think this modification will be useful. Maybe. I don't know. You never know, do you? I don't think it's sacrilege anyway. And I hope you don't think so either. Right, okay, here we go. The moment of truth. Am I going to just ruin it? I'm going to bring it down a tiny bit. Just to be safe. Get all of those frays away. The problem with doing this sometimes is you've got to make sure all of the metal bits don't go all over the place. I'm doing them slightly lower to the bit that I drew because I actually think they might those holes might be a bit too high. Yeah. Okay, I think I've done good. Okay. So we got the holes now. Boom. Looking good. So what I'm going to do is it's going to be quite fiddly. Literally just on-off switches. So I'll grab some of these. I think these are on-off switches. Nope, those are on-off, on-off. Like the on-off ones. What about these? These are on-off. But they're deep, they're two-pole, but yeah, these will do. So I'm going to use these ones. Boom. Get some of these. Work out what hole I need to drill. Okay, moment of truth. Is that the right? Ooh, it's nice and tight. Yeah, that's good. Maybe a little bit more. Ooh. Get that tape out. Yeah, nice. Bloody lovely. That's fantastic. Right then. Okay, so I've got the holes now. You can sort of see them now, I think. Oh, there's a delay. I've got a massive delay. I didn't realise. I thought I was looking at the live stream. God damn it, one sec. Plug this back in, hopefully the delay's gone. I don't know how that happens, but whatever. Yeah, it's not delaying for now. I think I've just got to... It starts delaying after a while. It's really strange. Maybe I need to quit that. Okay, one sec. Come on. Now it's not working at all. Now it's not running at all. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, well, this is fun, isn't it? It's just popped. I mean, like, the webcam's just gone. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, it's sort of in time. I mean, not delayed, but we'll keep on going. Whatever. Right. Anyway, I'm just gonna So I think the next step is to work out how to do this. Am I gonna keep the wires the same? So these wires are shielded, and I'm not gonna include the I'm not gonna so I'm gonna snip it, and then I'm gonna remove the shield, keep the shield connected together because the ground is going to be connected to the ground, but connect the inside of these wires to the switch. Hopefully they won't need a capacitor on them to stop them from popping, but we'll see. Look at that. Cheapy, but it's going to stop me from... I don't know yet, I haven't tried this yet, but it looks a bit concerning. Instead of using my teeth, I'm trying to not use my teeth for this anymore. So let's see. Right, where's the snippers? Snippy dippy dippies. What if I flip it? Yeah, there we go. Right, let's see if we can do this. I just don't want to... It's quite close as it is. They're really close. I mean, the thing is, they're already really close to the power supply coming out of it into there. Wow, I didn't realise that. That's quite crazy. I'm gonna just what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna unsolder this and add some because this needs to be shielded. So I'm just gonna snip it, and the worst happens is I'll have to replace the wire if I can't actually get in there to get the shielding off. Let's see what happens. Nope. I just cut the end of it off. Whee! Nearly. It's looking pretty good. Just keep on doing that. Whee! It's coming. Just get a bit more of the shielding off. Haha. So, okay. Now it's like doctor's surgery. I really hope. This is the point where you're like, do I really want to modify this? Do I really want a circuit bend? Is it in a way a circuit bender? This is a circuit bend, or is it a modification? That's the question. But who knows? Anyway, I'm just going to do the rest of the shielding. So I've got this shielding off as well. Get that off, and then I'll do the other. I'm going to snip the other wire. So that's the array. Ah, that's why, because this is the erase head. That's why it doesn't really matter why it's over there. As for this one though, this is the playhead. So this is going to need to be a bit more shielded from itself. Oh no. Don't know why I said that. That was no problem. So yeah, anybody, let us know how you are, how everything is going, how's life. Talk to me. It's all good. It is like defusing a bomb. It does feel like that right now. Actually, yeah, you're right. I'm cutting the grey pill. Oh, yeah, can somebody tell me which wire to cut, please? I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I don't know what I'm doing, that's the thing. This is all just improv, I tell you. This does feel like a bomb situation, doesn't it? God damn it. Just trying to... Oh my god. The anticipation. If the fuel's in this... It looks so much like a bomb now. Oh, you've ruined it for me. You've ruined it. I'm joking. Right, so I'm just still sorting out all this shielding, because you don't want the shielding touching the other thing, but you want the shielding to touch the shielding, of course. Or you're in trouble. Now I've got to bring this down to cut the other bit without slicing it. Ooh, this is actually a cool tool. I didn't realise that this would be useful. It looks like it might be. Might be a useful tool. I've never used a wire stripper like this before, so where have they been all my life? Where have you been all my life? Alright, let's get this out. This is about the time when I forget that I haven't diffused the caps and I get a little electric shock. Have you ever had an electric shock? Please share your experiences. I'd love to hear. Just trying to get these wires. They're a little bit fiddly because they're really far down. We got a while. I got an hour or so. Come on. Give me a bit of joy here. Sorry, you're not going to see this. It's going to be quite fiddly. I can't even see. Yeah, that'll do. So it's going to be a little fiddly. I wish I had a desktop Hoover. That'd be cool. Right, so these are free. So what I need to do now is pop the switches in. With these switches, I don't know exactly which way they're supposed to go around, but what I do is I put the bolt on first. And then, so you got that, and then you go get one of these weird like washers that stop it from spinning. Pop that on there, and then bring it down. I like leaving all of this weird metal stuff that's left from the drill in there because I think it sort of stops it from twisting around a little bit more. And then I bend this bit, this little long arm thing, and just put it on the other side. Oh yeah, it's completely upside down. Oh man, this shiny silver is kind of fudging with the this shiny new colour, kind of messing with the aura of the machine. Oh well. So yeah, basically why I'm doing this is because I'm going to work out whether it's worthwhile doing it to the other copycat that I have, and if it is, I'm going to do a proper video on it. So this is just like a test to see whether these modifications are actually, you know, are all useful, which I think they might be, but you never know. I might be completely wrong. Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds cool about the power torque, the compressor. Yeah, I've got a compressor. I didn't even think of using that. I'll try and find it. It's in the shed somewhere. Okay, well, thank you. I will definitely think about using a compressor. I'm putting it on the wrong side. Not even thinking. Right, anyway. So, that's cool. Lord Anton, what else, any other interesting, useful tips and tricks? Do you have any useful ones up your sleeve? It might be of use. Hello, Zachary. Where do you work? If you're, I mean, you're half paying attention, so that's fine. Just wondering where you may be in the world. God, I'll be down in a second. Just so come on. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So down, I'm going to use the switches down throw as the. I'm going to use the switch push down as the on. So I've got to kind of solder it to the top because the switch is opposite. These switches are kind of like, yeah, sorry. It's actually really hard to kind of talk when you concentrate. I didn't even think about it. So what you gotta do? You gotta put that in there. Oi! I'm gonna get the soldering. Oh, my soldering iron's not on. Little something. I got this. This is quite funky. It's for a project for my girlfriend for her camera. So basically, what it's gonna do is this. It's gonna push the shutter because she needs it every photo, once every 5 minutes, the photo's got to be open for 5 minutes, shut, and then flick over to the next picture, open, shut, and this is a central locking actuator from a car. So what this does is it turns the central locking on and off. So it's a pretty cool, and these are better than solenoids because they're really strong through the whole piece of travel. They've got the same amount of strength. When a solenoid, it kind of needs a little bit of a help going forwards. Quite interesting. But yeah, so got the soldering iron. I'm gonna get some solder. If you're from America, are you guys from America? Is it called solder or solder? It's funny how English people say solder and pronounce the L, but you Americans don't. I wonder why that is. I mean, it's fine. It's a silent L, but which one's right and which one's wrong? I guess nobody's right. I don't mind being wrong. This sounds weird. But anyway, I've got to get this in there. Soldering down them. Soldering, if you're saying it. Solder. I can't pronounce it like that. It's really hard, actually. Ah, Pete's sake. Oh no, I've melted some of the shield. It's annoying when you do that. Oh, lovely jubbly. So yeah, if you're interested in doing this, it might be simple. I don't know. I'm literally just adding a switch in between some wires. Sometimes very useful modifications can be that simple. It's just about making it ergonomically useful and getting features out of it that it wasn't once used for. Wasn't planned, but as time moves on, are required. Even though this would have been an easy addition to the machine, but I guess they'll be like, why the hell would you want to do that? Why would you want to turn off the erase and the play function? That would be the stupidest thing ever. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Right, I'm just connecting the shield. Now, I've got one connected. I've got one sorted out. Might put some heat shrink on that. I don't know how. Don't know how to do that actually, but I mean it's only the ground, so I don't know. Just gonna leave it for now. Worry about it in a bit. Sounds cool, Lord Anton. Yeah. Electrocution, never good, but sometimes it happens and it's not fun. Definitely. Right, anyway, I've just got... Oh no, I think I might have made this wire a bit too short. Shit. It's like a millimetre short. Ah, balls. I'm just going to have to tin both of them and then hope that the solder's going to get over. I might just add a bit more wire to the end of it. What a dummy. Oh no, that's what I'll do. This one's probably closer. I'm going to tin them first anyway, because usually you can sort of reach things. Ah, yes. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. So I've had to solder this the other way around because I accidentally cut the wire a bit too short, which is a bummer. I don't know whether you can actually see this, but I think you can. It's really cold here, by the way. Absolutely bloody freezing. Right, a little bit more, and then I'm going to go on to the next modification. Hopefully this modification, all of it, is going to be really quick and simple. I'll do a zoom in on this modification as well when I've just got to twist this ground together. Wait. A little bit of a twist on the ground. I mean, I would put heat shrink on this stuff, but I haven't actually got any with me. I ran out of it like years ago and I never bought any new stuff. Oops. This looks like a proper a proper, like, you know, like when you buy off eBay, you're not sure what it is, and then you look inside and there's a random modification and it's like really dirty. Yep, that's this. Oh no, have I just... Oh, I'm a bumhead. I just snipped the... Fuck. Fudging heck. I've got to stop being a bumhead. One sec. I'll stop being a bumhead in 2 seconds. Right, okay. So, I literally... like, it looks dirty as hell, but there we go. There's the shields are connected together, so that's it. It's just bypass it. It's just turning on and off the playhead and the record head. So first thing to do is I'm going to test these, see if it's worthwhile, and I'm going to go on to the next modification. Right, let's see what happens. So turn this on. Oh, it's not plugged in. No. Okay. Oh yeah. Right, let's see if it's doing what I want it to do. Right, so it's I'll turn them off first. Oh, it's got no tape on it. What dummy? Where's the tape? What the fudge? Ah! Oh. Oh yeah, the spring's fallen off. There we go. Not bad. What? Oh, I don't know what's going on here. It's gone and done something weird, that spring. I think that's right. No. I don't think I might have broken it. How the hell? Okay, that's weird. The spring seems to... Oh. Yeah, I've somehow messed with the spring. God damn it. God damn it. So in this whole process of how to modify, I've managed to, fuck it. Oh, shit. How's that happen? Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, okay. So it's come loose. So there's two. I've got to turn it off. No. Aha, aha. No. Which way is this supposed to... Oh, it's supposed to be pushing outwards. So it's like... Ah, it's just come loose. Oh, I've got to tighten that up. Come on. Boom. Okay, okay, we're back in business. Back in business. That was a scare. I thought I broke it. I genuinely thought I broke it. Alright, just plug this all back up. Hopefully that's the right... Oh, come on, man. Come on. Okay, turn this on. Turn it on the mains. Boom. Okay, okay. So let's see if this it's gonna work. So this basically this the spring mechanism at the back came loose. So, but anyway, let's turn it up. So they're off at the minute. Oh. There we go. see. Okay, it's fine. I just got a bit scared. The actual tape wasn't in it. I was like, oh, I thought I broke it. Pull back. So. So it's recorded it in apparently. And if I press erase, it should completely erase it. Oh no. Okay, back to square one. It doesn't seem to be working. That's a weird mod. It's like not actually erasing anymore. Okay, let's go and see what the problem is. If anybody knows why the switch mechanism. Maybe I haven't actually soldered it onto the actual correct. No, it's all soldered. Haven't knocked anything off over here. No. Potentially, I've burnt through the actual cable. Oh. I've just got to test continuity. Oh, that's the thing, like, I feel when I was soldering, I might have burnt through the sheath that is in between the ground and the might have burnt through the sheath that's in between the ground and the actual signal path. So test this continuity right here. Not with this bleeping. See what's happening. No, they're not connected together. However, if I turn it on, it might be a different story. No. Ah. So the playhead is the one that's had it. So for some reason, I may have damaged the playhead's wire, which is fine. I'll just have to sort it out. So it's I've just turned the wire off. I've worked out that this wire right here is the problem. So I'm just going to unplug this to bring it back to speed, and then I'm going to fix it. So yeah, I've somehow it's so itchy wearing hats, but they're a must. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a random bit of ground wire that is affecting it. But that's the point, actually, though. Is this, should they be connected together? As in, should you get a signal through if they are indeed connected together? Right, that's the question on my lips right now. No, oh no. Yeah, they should have continuity. Found it. It's come, if you look there. So here's the thing. If you see right there, the red wire's come off. It's come off the bottom of the playhead. So that's the thing. If you're testing these tape heads with a continuity tester, they will test. There will be continuityness in the functioning tape head player, but I guess that's because it's in just a big electromagnet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find a way of. Yo. You heard it off. Oh, cheers, man. I'm doing a live stream.
Hello, live stream world.
I'm not going to be long. Is it too cold?
It's pretty cold, yeah.
What are you doing? Are you just had enough? I'm not going to be long. I'm going to go and play piano tonight, I think.
Stream, yeah, get in the fucking warm, man.
Yeah, get in the warm. It's too cold here.
See you later,
but anyway,
man.
So yeah, where was I? Let's put this back on. So I've got to work out that. Hey! So what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to solder this back together. Come on. So, get your pliers. I need some little tweezers or something. Boom! Okay, so it should be working now. I'm just going to test it. Yeah. And that's looking good. So where has my tape gone? That's the question. Why does it always... Like, there's always something. I don't know about you guys, but if you're building, there's always something that goes missing. I've got loads of tape over there, but I just don't want to waste one. Hey! Here we go. Okay. Right, let's see how this goes. Twist it around. Shiny on the inside, I think it's supposed to be. Shiny on the inside. We're going around there, through there. Boom, boom, boom. Looking good. Turn it on. Should delete. Yeah. So it's deleting now. So this is its normal function. That's better. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to record in something. I've turned off the input. Now it's just going to loop forever, this sound. And the other thing is, if you want to record swells in, you can. So you so it won't work right. Oh no, I've got it in the wrong place. So the thing is, if you want to record swells, so using this, you want to record a swell, you just turn the playhead back on, and you turn it back off, and you got a swell. But there's another thing. I'm going to delete it now. You can put little bits in. I'm deleting tiny bits. It's kind of cool. and then erased it all. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, there we go. With a couple of modifications, it just turns into a looper, which is, you know, not groundbreaking or anything, but it's just 2 extra functions that kind of, you know, kind of let you play, like you fuck around with that and you're able to get that kind of stuff. I just thought that was an interesting modification. But then onto such an itchy head. But as I said, I'm still going to mess around with different ideas. I'm going to try and make a project using this one as the kind of initial thing and plan, and then I'm going to do all the modifications in the video to this one. But I probably won't get all of them done today. I'm probably only going to do a couple more. Okay, so, you know, old school. Okay, now I don't know what, I'm just making this up as I go, by the way, so there isn't any information on these, I don't think, but maybe there is, I'm not sure. I mean, I just came up with the idea when I was playing. I was like, with the screwdriver, trying to remove the record head, the erase head and the play head, and it was quite fun. So that's that. There's another plan that I have, and that's having a servo, because the thing is, it's very hard to adjust the speed of this to have it quite quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a servo, maybe pushing on this, adding a bit of friction somewhere so it slows down in that way instead. So let's record in another sequence. Not actually sure how loud this is. Okay, I don't know whether this is actually very loud to you, but so I've got this. So I'm going to have something that's pushing. So I'm basically just going to have a servo doing that, but I'm not going to do that modification today because it won't take long, but I'll do it in the next stream. Actually, I'm going to do the Game Boys in the next stream. So I'm literally just going to put, right now I'm just going to put the outputs. So this is dry only. This is wet only, actually. So this should just be the wet sound. I mean, which is just the wet sound anyway. Yeah. That's another thing I've realised actually is so if you turn off the erase and you keep on the play, it doesn't act like a feedback in the delay. It does, because the feedback feedbacks the original audio from the delay to make it drone into a sound. It ends up just layering and layering on top of each other the actual sound. So it's kind of a different sound to the feedback effect on a delay. I'll just show you. I'll just delay it. I'll delete it all again. I'll just turn off the erase, but I'll turn on the play. Just actually, I'll turn down the. Alright, let's try it. That's weird. Sorry, I'm getting lost anyway. Alright, I'll do those quick modifications now, and then those last two. So I don't know how I'm going to label that. I don't know. How would I label it? Record on and off, and then like, oh, like it isn't even obvious what's going on. So like, I'm just going to write it. So like, arrays. How would you make it? What's the logo for arrays? Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to write on it. I'm not going to ruin it. So okay, so I'm going to literally have the wet output and then the dry output. But I think I might, maybe, I'm going to put a knob on there and see if I can have it to blend in between it. But we'll see. So the thing about the so if you've got one of these, is it's quite easy to get the wet output, because these sometimes come with pedals that turn on and off the wet output from the signal. And what you do is you remove the pedal from it, because what the pedal does is it just sends the wet signal straight to ground, grounds it off. It doesn't come out. So it's basically just, you could just hardwire it to wet out. But anyway, so I need to remove this jack socket again, because I'm not going to get it through the actual. Come on. Also, I think this tape has had enough. So, also I think this tape is old, so I'm going to get another one. I just realised it's pretty worn out sounding. Right, so I'm going to turn off the mains again, because all of the wires seem to be coming through the same hole. So maybe this will sort out the noise issue as well. So this right here, I'm just going to turn off this again, turn it back on. There we go. This is the This is the wet signal, so it's just coming from the pedal. I'm just going to have it coming out of here. So I'm going to put a couple of dots, and hopefully they're going to line up. Oh, I'm not sure. A bit sketched out by this. Got to be honest. I don't want to put them in the wrong place. Like, it's all, there's like, everything's perfectly like worked out. Like, I wish I could drill up here, but there's the power supply above it. So I've got to go here or here. No, here. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to put one there. One there. Like that. Okay, screw it. Right. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, didn't want to go too far down then. And then do this one as well. Oh no, I've just realised that might be Is that in the wood? No, the wood's. I thought it might interfere with the wooden side, but it's okay. Do it nice and slowly when you're not 100% sure. Trying to work out what hole I need to drill. Ooh. I think this is the one. Boom. Yes. Blow it out. Get all of this. Ooh. Oh, this is poor thing. Poor bugger. On that. Right. Okay. So I'm going to put a couple of jacks in these holes. So get some jack sockets. Jacks. Where's the need to find some nuts and bolts for them. Nuts, bolts, all the stuff. Nuts, bolts, all the stuff. Dooba dooba doo. Shooba dooba doo. Right, okay, I think I've got. Yeah, okay. Oh no. Put these back up. Okay, so I'm going to put these in. I'll probably label these ones because they're not super obvious what's actually going on. My mate's phone number. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's a good point. Keeps on texting me. Jake. Unless people keep on texting him now. I doubt it. He's basically this Jake guy. He's editing the videos that are the ones that were in Europe right now. He's sending me making the clog machine, the robot guitar machine, and stuff like that. And he's just keeps on texting me stupid parts. Oh, that's a tough one. Just that washer isn't big enough. Oh, it's bloody cold in here, I tell you. I've sorted out insulation, but as you can see, there's one part that I can't reach that is just above me. So if you can see, there's like loads of the tinfoil space insulation all over the place, and then one kind of tiny space that's just above that light that I can't get to because my ladder's not tall enough. I've got to kind of stack up a load of boxes one day and kind of climb up there and do that bit. Lovely. Hello, messy cold blood. How you doing? Right. Okay. So these two, there's going to be normal and then wet, dry. And I'm going to try it, fiddle with a wet dry knob, see if that works. Might not. It might work. It might not. But I'm just going to try it and see what happens. Okay. So let's start by snipping the actual main one. So this is the so right here. Ah, this is so delayed. What's with the delay? Stop delaying. Me. I don't know what I've got to look into this because it did it last time and I forgot. Right. Okay. So this wire is actually coming. It used to be the actual wire that's coming out. Somebody that I purchased it from actually crudely put a jack socket on the end of it. Yeah, not perfect. So I'm gonna snip it. So snippity dippity. Bye bye. Woo. Okay, pull it through like so. Have it. Get it out of that bit again. Only the main wire's there. I might one day turn the main wire into kettle lead, but it doesn't really matter. So now I'm gonna get the shield. Give it a snip, snippery doo doo, snippery doo. twist it over. Oh, it's got a nice braided shield. I like those. Come on. Problem is with these braided shields is that they don't bloody come apart easy. Come on, Brady shields. Shady deals. Break the shade. Boom. Boom. Right, so this one, which is just the normal output, I'm just going to solder straight to where it's supposed to go. So we just tin this bad boy, and just pop it on. Make it nice and clean. Nope, that's not good enough. This phrase hanging off. I'm trying to get a nice, clean looking solder joint on this. Sometimes some wires just don't want to play ball with solder joint. Looking nice. Oh, for God's sake, there's still a random phrase coming off. Oh, that's off. I feel I may have done it a little bit too close. No, that's fine. I'll just snip this little bit. Like the fuse in the bomb, like you said. Okay, mother fudger, Jesus. Wire phrase, they always get you. Yeah, that's a good point. Delay for a tape delay, very good point. I'm just going to do it again. Whilst I'm going to do it every time. Right, so this one, it's not even turning up now. Come on. Come on, Mr. Camera. Or Mrs. Camera, or whatever. Hey. Yes, fuck it. So this is the wet only signal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this in with this using a 50k pot, I guess. I don't know yet. Maybe 100k. Maybe I'll just do with 100k. 100k linear or logarithmic? I'm going to go with a linear pot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try out something. I'm going to try and make it just literally like passively blend between the two. How I'm going to do that is I'm just going to. So this is the wet signal. I'm going to solder it one side. I guess where's the wet? Which side do you usually put a wet on a potentiometer? I guess on the this side, the low side, where 0 is. Usually on a potentiometer. I don't know. We'll find out. And then this will be the output in the middle of the pot. I'm not drilling a hole here yet because this idea might not work. So I start by almost there. Okay, so I've just realised an inherent problem with having the knob over there, and that is that there's noise. I haven't got any shielded cable to add to it, so I might just have to pop it somewhere else where not ideal because there's not much space at all. Nah. Well, I'll work it out. Okay, so first I'm going to actually just make it happen. So this one's going to go, so this side of the pot is going to go from this, which is actual normal signal, and the middle of the pot is going to go to there. So it's going to select between the two sides. Hopefully a 100k pot is going to sort of blend it. It might not, and I might have to skip it, but Let's see. I haven't got any shielded cable, which is annoying. Oh yeah, I do. I've got loads of it. Got loads of it here from the old cable that I cut. So I'm gonna use this. Just gonna use shielded cable. That'll be nice and spicy. So let's snip that off. Ugh. This braided stuff is so annoying. Come on, if anybody knows a quicker way of getting this braided shielding unbraided and shielded, then let me know. Is there a tool or something? Is there a knack to it? Oh, I pulled a little bit too much off of that, but alright. Okay, so the inside of this cable, I'm going to solder to this. From the outside, I'm going to solder to the ground as well, so it's shielded. So when it's going over the power lines in here, there's not going to, hopefully, not going to be any noisy problems. Oh, you bumhead. Boom. So this is shielded up to the end. It doesn't need to be connected. The shield doesn't need to be connected at this side because it's grounded on one side. So whatever. Yeah. So I'll snip all the shield off. Get it all off there. Ah! Every time. Peel it all off the shield. Come on, get off your dirty shield. You're annoying at the best of times. Ah, there we go. Slice it all out. Okay, so this is the output wire. So that's going to go. So this is coming. So this jack right there is coming out of there. It's connecting to the center lug of the potentiometer. Give this a snip. Snippity doo. Pop this on the middle leg. Boomity boom. Like so. Okay, so finally, last wire, and then we'll see if this works and whether this is a dreadful idea or not. Because the actual alternative to this is very simple. So we'll see. So I'm just going to wire some more shielded cable onto the other side of the pot. Hopefully this is the right size pot. Maybe a 50k might be better. Because if the potentiometer is too big, then you'll notice a volume dip in the middle. You've got to find the fine line between being able to, you know, isolate between the two signals, and also I can't remember what I'm talking about. And also, you know, get the not have a volume dip because the potentiometer is too big of a value to be a blend knob. But I am saying this all theoretically because it might not work. Okay. Oh, for God's sake, this bloody thing. Maybe I need to get some updates or something. Maybe I need to get an update on it. Okay, so the shield, and then I'm just going to solder this onto, connect the shields up over here. Ooh. And then finally connect this onto, this fits long enough. That bloody will be, better be. Okay, okay. So I'm going to test this now. I'm going to see if this idea actually works. So let's see. I'm going to turn this around. Ooh, ooh. Do it slowly. Work out whether this is a bad idea or not. Okay. Right. Input. I need another jack now because I've. Oh, I don't. Where's the output? So the output should be here. So this is the first output. That's the one that's just going to be normal, like a normal. And then hopefully, the thing is, if I turn the delay completely off on this, which is called swell, and I plug it into this, this should now be a wet dry command. No, it doesn't appear to be doing that. Oh. Why is that not working? So we've got the completely wet. Aha! Ah! Yeah, okay. I've just been a dumbass. So these are switched jacks, and the switch is is underneath the ground. So yeah, it goes a little bit quieter, but I think I can work with that. So I'm quickly just going to see if that. Oh, the tape's not even on it anymore. The tape's fallen off. Ah! I think this tape has had it. One second, I'm just going to get another tape. Spare tape. Spare tape for all of us. Okay, so I'm going to try this, see if it actually works. There's a really weird sound. That sound's always been there. I might actually look at fixing that in there soon, but not today. I'm just going to see if I've actually made this modification work or not. Ooh. Come on. Ah, they've all fallen off. Ah, bloody tapes. Tape loops. Okay, so I'll pop this on and turn it off. I'm going to get this shiny side down. Right, so turn it on. Okay, so this is dry. Wet. It's a bit low. I think 100k might be a little bit too big of a potentiometer, so I'm just going to quickly put a 50k potentiometer on this, because this one, it goes quiet in the middle of the potentiometer, so I think it might be too big, so hopefully I've got some 50k's in it. Please. I've got 1k's, I've got 100k's, I've got 10k's. I've only got 10k's, and I think that might be too small. Let's see if there's a 50k in here. No, I'm just going to have to, so basically I'm going to order 100k, I'm going to order a 50k potentiometer for this, but right now I am going to use this modification, so I'm going to work out a hole where to drill this modification, basically. I don't know where to put it. Oh no! There's not much space. That is the noisiest. I've got the noisiest amplifier plugged into this. Like, you keep on hearing that noise, it's because of this thing. Oh. Oh no. Yeah. It's because of this thing. It's the shittest amplifier I've ever used, but it's like all I could find because I accidentally left my my main speaker for over here at home, which is right. So I've got to work out where to drill this potentiometer. I'm going to try and put it. I'm going to put it in line. So okay. This is scary. This is a scary one, this one. So I'm going to try and put it right here. That's where I'm going to put the wet and dry. I can't think of anywhere else to put it. So here we go. If anybody's got any suggestions, I'm going to do this slowly. If anybody's going to be like, no, don't put the modification there. I'm sure there's a million other places you could put it. You're just not thinking straight. But I don't want to put it on this. This is the only other spot, is where this the WEM logo is, and why would you put it on the WEM logo? So I'm going to put it here. Oh, here we go. Oh man. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. It goes nothing. Turn off the power. Is that big enough? Can't remember. No, one more. Ugh. Woo. Right, let's quickly put this back together. Let's put this together, I mean. It hasn't even been untogethered yet on this modification, so I'm just going to quickly put this potentiometer inside this. Ooh, ooh, drag it down into there. My eyes hurt because they've got like metal in them. Actually, I'm going to snip this first. These potentiometers tend to be too long. So, snip! And then get it in between all these wires, and hopefully I have done it in a generous position. Yes. Oh, thank God for that. Thank fudging fudge. It's in a good place. We're in a good place. There's a bit of a solder blob. Let me get rid of that. Come on, bugger off. Don't want you poison hammer. Oh, my eyes. Okay. So I'm going to solder this and bolt this in. Trying to avoid the high voltage bits that might still be charged. Oh, for God's sake. Say all of that and then I drop it. Right. Okay, so just gonna screw it back in. Pop the screw in. Tighten it up. Get a little pair of pliers. Twist that bad boy like so. Lovely jubbly. Yes. Right, okay. So now I can put this all put that back in. I'm just gonna find a potentiometer that will work with this. Like a nice pot that looks sort of similar. Let's have a look through. See, let's color test. Okay, so this is my random knobs. Small black, maybe. Just trying to find one that looks right. No, those ones look cheap. That one looks like the wrong. No, it's wrong. What black? No, I think this actually looks sort of similar to these. Are these metal? No, they're plastic. Yep, I'm going with this one. So I need to find a flat point screwdriver. Bring that down, put that in. Nice. It's a little nice one. Tighten it up. And there we go. That should be, sort of looks right-ish. I mean, never going to get the same knobs. The funny thing is actually, is the other one that I've got has got different knobs. Again. So, okay, I'm going to turn it on, see what it plays like, and then, yeah. God damn, this amp is bugging. Okay, anyway. Right, so, turn it on. Turn it on to the mains. Is there anything on there? Nope. So that's the input, so okay, so that's the wet signal. There's actually still something recorded on here from the last time I pressed thing, so I'll erase it. Ooh. Oh, it makes a little click, but that's alright. I'm just going to plug this in again so it isn't delayed for the last little bit. Where's the input wire? Oh, for God's sake. Come on, camera. For me, please. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, okay. So I'm going to plug it in. Boop. Dry. wet, but it's not set to play and record, so. Nice. So it's now got a wet and dry. So I can now have it completely wet. Or in the middle. Yeah. And then I'm going to remove the erase. And then back to just a normal one. Which is good, because now you can have completely wet or dry signals, because before you couldn't have a wet or dry, you just had this. So like, so it only added the signal onto it. But yeah, I mean, it's something that it's something that I've wanted to do. That I've finally done it. I've got a wet and dry mod, and I'm just going to quickly dymo this up whilst I'm talking about the outro. Where's my dymo? I think dymo's the right thing for this. I don't think writing in my kind of font is yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'll draw up these modifications if anybody is interested. I don't know whether these will be up anybody's street, but if they've got one, then yeah, sure. I'm going to make a servo for it first, like as in I'm going to make the servo modification, the thing that does that, and then I'll do a video on it. But yeah, who knows? I'm just going to make a really quick dymo of wet and a dymo of dry. Man, my dymo's had it. Got to get a new one. Wet. Oh, these are way too big. Come on. Snip, snip, snipper-doo. No, that's not going to work. Oh well. Yeah. So, wet. Come on, give me bloody dymo. Ah, it's had it. I might need to do this another day. Oh no. Wet. Looks a bit skanky, this. dry. And I'm not going to bother labelling the playheads quite yet. I'm going to work out a better way of labelling this because I'm not super happy with that, but it'll do for now. Come on, come out. And yeah. Wet and dry. Boom. Sorted. Okay, so there we go. That's the wet and dry and the delay bypass and the erase bypass and the record bypass. So yeah, I don't know whether that's of interest, and who knows? The next, oh, I've got an itchy head. The next one of these might be in the next few days. To be honest, I'm not sure yet. Depends where I'm going to be at, but when I start the Game Boy modifications, which is going to be rather soon, I might even start tonight backlighting the Game Boys, as I've got 50 Game Boys to backlight, so it's a lot of backlighting. I don't know whether any of you have ever backlit a Game Boy. It's just a little bit of a tedious process if you have to do it 50 times. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy that. So if anybody hasn't got any quick questions, oh, is there a plan when you will go on with the CEM oscillators? So you were interested? Yeah, actually, okay, that sounds like a good thing. I mean, there's a lot of people have been asking about those, so it kind of makes sense that I probably should do another catch up on that. So I'll do yeah. Oh, thank you, Lord Anton. There's going to be a proper live stream, as in a performance live stream, open to everybody on the Patreon. I'm going to put a vote up maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, for a live stream the next week, and that's basically where I just actually play. You know, you'll see them down there, but this is the builders live stream stuff, so slightly different, a little bit drier, a little bit slower, a little bit more, you know, not much is happening. Just me effing and blinding because nothing's going to work. Come on. I'm just screwing it back up before I quit, before I shut off. But then I'm going to be gone, and yeah, I'll let you know. And okay, if there is demand for more functions on that DIY oscillator, then yeah, I'll do that. I'll work on it because I've got square wave out now, but I guess you'd want FM in. I mean, I'm not really a fan of FM synthesis kind of stuff, but I'm sure I've got to do it. Sine wave. I don't know whether it's that important, sine wave, really, but I mean, unless you think so. Like, sine wave, you could just make a sine wave converter using an LM13700. If you type in, so what you do is you, if you're interested in making a sine wave, you use the triangle output of the CEM circuit in there, and then you type in LM13700, the same chip that you use to make the Korg MS-20 filter that I just put up. That chip, if you type in that and triangle to sine wave converter, you put that circuit into the oscillator, you're golden. I'm gonna add a octave switch, actually, and then after I've done the octave, I might do another video on the octave and the square wave out. I think those are probably quite useful functions. Maybe the sync as well. Sync's quite useful, I think. But hey. Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go now. I've done this. What's a 2 diode mod? I'll have a look. 2 diode mod. What? As in 2 diodes to add clipping? Yeah, I guess you want to add clipping. Oh, so you just you rectify it on both sides to cut it off. I mean, yeah. That basically kind of saturates it, doesn't it? Okay. Well, I mean, have a look at it. I mean, the 2 diode mod. There's diodes that do exactly what you say in the MS-20 filter. So if you build the MS-20 filter, it'll already have that sort of diode clipping. Oh, the 2 diode mod. I mean, it's sort of. I think it. I don't know whether it actually turns them into sine waves. It more clips the top of the signal off. So you're probably getting closer to like a boot, boo, boo, instead of a. I mean, I'll have a look at it, Mr. Irregular, but I mean, it might be, because I hope that is, because if that's the case, then that's great. But it is basically, you're basically clipping the triangle wave to kind of saturate it to soften the. I'll have a look then, if you're interested. But the 2-diode mod, yeah, potentially. Well, it's interesting, because I thought that 2 diodes would make it just cut off the top of the signal, basically, instead of making it into a sine wave. Nah, anyway, I'll look into it. Anyway, I've got a head, so thank you very much. Hope that it probably wasn't of use, but whatever. And I'll do another one soon. Maybe like one. Who knows? Who knows? I didn't even know I was going to do one today, so I was actually going to do one on the Game Boy, and then I did one on this. Anyway, enough blabber. I've got to go. So ciao for now. Bye. Everybody's going, and it's going to get quiet. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Everything going into the distance. Oh my god!